it's Halloween. I'm at Taurus. The Canal Street Sessions has returned with a cracking interview. We're back and we're live with Charlie Hyde. So we were just saying, whilst you were teaching me how to do my jawline, which I'm very grateful for, how do we kind of describe you as a performer? Or what do you describe yourself as a performer? Because you were saying, not...
Well, I consider myself an entertainer.
Right.
Old school sort of entertainer. I'll tap dance, I'll sing, I'll do jokes, I'll do impressions. I want an audience to feel better at the end of the 3 minutes or 5 minutes or the hour. If it's a live show and I'm on for an hour, I want them to feel better at the end of the hour than they did at the beginning of the hour.
Yeah.
And I want to have them engaged and hold their attention for that entire time.
Right.
Whether it's however long I'm asking for your attention, whether it's 3 minutes or 3 hours.
Right.
That's so entertainer. I celebrity impersonator.
Yeah.
YouTube video maker.
I would say you're a YouTube sensation.
Character actor. YouTube sensation.
Yeah.
I would
think
say
you're a parody. You're certainly a parody. That's what I want. That's what we all know.
Yeah. Some my parodies. My parodies have gone viral. A lot of my parodies have done very well. But that I would never consider myself just a parodyist because
Right.
I love the sketch comedy. I love the original
You
characters.
still perform live, don't you?
I do perform live. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I'm quite.
I'm performing live tonight. Can we talk about that?
We can talk about that.
We are in the basement of Taurus Bar on Canal Street here in Manchester, and upstairs is where LaQuisha will be.
On Halloween.
There you go.
Halloween. That's I'm dressed like this. So yeah.
LaQuisha will be performing upstairs. So yeah, I'm a live performer, and LaQuisha is essentially a stand-up comedy character.
Right.
So I don't consider, although I've done a lot of stand-up comedy in my life, and I've performed at Junglers and the Comedy Store and
cool.
the Fringe Festival as a stand-up comic. I wouldn't take that label either. Like if someone said, "Oh, stand-up comedian Charlie Hyde," it doesn't really describe everything that I do.
Although I did see you on the most with Dustio, which we were talking about before as well.
Okay, now that was a bit of stand-up comedy as a character. So I'm kind of like, when I do stand-up comedy, I do it through the point of view of a character.
Right.
So was that Candy Cane Baxter that night?
You were Candy Cane Baxter, yes.
So on that night, so I'm a character.
That's why I first came in. That's why I came in first. Got to know you as through Facebook and everything else, because people were liking your stuff and thinking, "Oh, these people were liking this pictures." Well, and I was kind of like, look, and then that's how we got onto the Charlie Hyde's TV stuff and everything. So
did you know Candy Cane Baxter before
yes.
Charlie Hyde's TV?
And I even can be nerdy enough to tell you what your avatar was. It was you with a pair of rubber gloves on. You had blonde hair and a pair of like yellow.
Oh right, I had a dress that had marigolds on.
Right,
There were marigolds like that.
Yeah.
So on that roast, that was Charlie as a character actor pretending to be character Candy Cane, who that night Candy was doing stand-up comedy.
Right. I need wine. So you don't drink when you perform either?
No, I don't. It's just water, and I do have to drive back to London.
Oh, you do,
tonight,
true.
So occasionally, at the end of a gig,
I
may have a splash of good quality champagne if it's on offer, but I tend not to because it helps to be just mentally sharp.
Yeah.
I know some people who think they're funnier when they're drunk.
Yeah.
They think they are, but most people don't. Like the observers around, you're not that funny. It's not pretty.
I think there's a point where we've all done it.
And crossed over that line.
You crossed over that line.
Yeah.
We had a thing in Manchester. We had like a great Village Bake Off thing, and it started at 12:30 in the afternoon. So I met everyone from Taurus, and we all went down. And I'd made some cupcakes, and Nosh had made a great big.
What flavour cupcake?
Oh. There was jam in the middle, and they'd got high heels on them. In fact, we canned cupcakes.
Right.
But we started drinking at 12:30. I start work at 8 o'clock at night at the union. I was steaming.
Yeah. See,
I got in trouble for that. So
I've never drunk before a show.
Right.
Never had any alcohol in my system during a show.
Yeah.
I come from the old school theater family. My sister was on Broadway, and you know, if you were in a West End show or a Broadway show and you had a drink before the show, you're gone.
Unless you Liza Minnelli.
Yeah. You're terrific. You're just terrific. It's really nice. You're marvelous. Lovely. You're so funny.